what you're doing. What you mean what we doing, man? The eyes round to give you the well-rounded picture of reality. If you can't see what we doing, then you blind. Or you coming from a place where you trying to cause contention, and we ain't here for that. We add on and multiply. We don't subtract and divide. We ain't making devil here. This is what we doing. You have an entity of men that come out of Medina that do this constantly. Peace to them. The God understanding his team of God. Those are my brothers. Ain't no separation. But I pay homage and due to who's putting the work together and putting it there. And peace to them. That's what I'm talking about. I'm here for the word of Almighty God and the testimony, the signs of living mathematics. We all going through trials and tribulations here. But we all witness, and I see the progress. Because you're going through trials and tribulations, but I see how you overcome that also. You know? So I'm going to conclude, man. I'm going to say peace to you, man. Don't let this floor get cold. If you ain't got nothing to say, get up and introduce yourself. And with that, peace.
Peace.
Peace, God.
Peace, God.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I want to hear what you got to say, God.
It's been a long time me speaking. I come with divine name, elevation God Allah.
Peace, elevation.
All right. I see today as where's the God, all we born to born. Where's the manifestation? Wise words, which is the truth, make a lot of word manifested, to bring to existence, which is born, with parcel. Which is God, showing good all the direction, showing approval, existence of being born to bring to existence mentally, acknowledge self, physically to the womb, black woman. You know what I'm saying, God? You know what I'm saying, God? Now, what I'm trying to say, God, like the God said, you got some good to say. This is saying, you got some good to say, you got good, don't say nothing at all. Eliminate that. You know what I'm saying? Words bomb, regards to whom or what, regards to whom, black man, woman, child, what I say. That's my word is bomb. You know what I'm saying? Some people say it sounds good. It is good. You know what I'm saying? Because you coming from a word to your heart. You know what I'm saying, God? Look what I see, God. It's peace to all the gods here. You know what I'm saying? God to my build, multiply, don't subtract, divide. It seems like when I say peace to a certain brother, they look at me like, who's you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell the other God, I'm not keep saying peace. You know, it's absolute confusion, but it seems like a password. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers like if I'm not with you, I don't know you. I'm not like that. And I only say one time, I say peace, you don't say peace. I'm not saying no more because I know what I gotta do. Do you know what you gotta do? Because some people just come here just to come here to meet. Ain't no social equality, ain't no matter with that social equality, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, like, some people just feel like, my doing that amongst you must civilized. It's true, but each one teach one, right? Is that right? That's showing love. But people don't feel like that. They feel like I'm a grown man. I'm quality 60. So people feel like, damn man, you 60, you're a grown man. I'm about to be quality now next month. Where's the born day? I'm a Libra, scale, balance. You know what I'm saying? We all got balance within us, you know? Sometimes we act emotional, we be all balanced, but it's all energy emotion. There's nothing feminine about emotion, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to get it twisted. You trying to check that emotion and come out right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's what you say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So people look at that. People feel like, damn man, I'm gonna shy away. I don't know. It don't make me no different. Long I do my duty, I come among certain brothers, peace, show love, you know what I'm saying? You don't say nothing. It don't make me no different. I don't want to say it one time, you know what I'm saying? I'm like that. If you say peace to me, I'm not like that. I never don't get quiet. I never did that, man. I never did that. I don't know you, I'm gonna stay peace, because I feel great. Say peace. If I don't say that to you, I feel bad. I think, damn man, I don't know you. I will feel bad not to say that to you. That's how I am. Well, I'm gonna close the cycle right now. So the next man come on, take the cycle. Peace.
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 Okay.
All right.
Peace.
Peace, God.
My name is Garcia Law from Montreal, Canada.
Peace. Peace.
See Allah's nation. It's a great pleasure to be here. Today's mathematic is wisdom, God, all being born one. I'm here to learn the wisdom of God with the supreme being around here, so I could born a better reality for myself. That's all I have to say. Peace.
Peace. Peace, family. Peace. I'm God, Divine Prince of Law. It's good to see everybody. God is feeling good today, man. You know, so good, man. I'm on the wisdom God. All right. Wow. You know, this park here. this cipher here means a lot to me, man. You know, I remember coming here in the early 70s, man, you know, standing here by the tower, hearing the wisdom of God, seeing the herbs that were here, how beautiful it was, man, and the things that were manifested here. I myself, man, not to my own home, but Universal Rasheen has put up some videos that will take me back, man, the times that I built here on many things, you know, and I acknowledge our growth and development, you know, and I gauge where we stand today by that. And today is supposed to be, I heard, today is supposed to be in tribute to Universal Sham God, you know. It's a great thing, man, but I think about the great predecessors that came here also that expressed to us what we must do, how we must teach, how we must, man, be committed to this, man, you know, to be just and true, to be about something, you know, and it's no different for me today, man. I'm God wisdom years old, you know, and I've been through some things, had some experience, and I've always been one man that's willing to give what I have, you know, when I see it as being appropriate, and that's 95% of the time. I'm always giving. That's who Divine Prince is, you know. We are confronted today, man, with so much, you know, and I can understand a lot of times, man, that people seem to be real hesitant about giving up what they know, all right? Especially to us, you know. It seems as though, man, sometimes they feel like they are intimidated by some of us, you know, the way we stand, the way we manifest, things they've heard, things that are being done. But I look at where we're at now, you know, this great nation, how we've expanded, man, to having 11 regions, you know. A little while ago it was 9. In 2020, we brought in 2 more, you know, Central and South America, you know. God just here from Canada, man, you know. I know there are gods in Japan. This culture is spread, you know, from being relatively few, man, in the mid-60s to the early 70s. I got knowledge in the desert, man, at a time, man, when the gangs was ruling like you would not believe it. We have a group of men and women coming in today that have no knowledge of how bad it was in the 70s. See, I'm a God, man, that came here before crack, before hip-hop, before a lot of things, man, before the cell phone, you know? I mean, man, I was raised on grits and eggs, you know what I'm saying? Now, man, you know, the food is different. The thinking of the people is different. You know, it seems like they've been lulled back to sleep. I understand, man, maybe I'm wrong, but wasn't it this weekend that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in, what was it, 1965, gave what they called it, I Have a Dream speech? Did he receive more gold? Did our people receive more gold? The most loyal people to this country. What have we received? What have we received? What is our economic standing? No, because I check out a lot of things, man. Information is there. The dropout rate and success rate for young black men and women is at an all-time low. They've gone back to sleep. And it makes me wonder, man, you know, I was telling the God, man, I become like, you know, real, well, I hate to use the word addicted, but that's what it is, man. I've been continuously watching the first 48, you know, to see the situation that young black men have put themselves into, and these people, man, have given them football numbers, more than football numbers, you know. The rate of black men going into prison is at an all-time high. An all-time high. Right? Here in the state of New York, there are more black men in prison and that are working on jobs, that are in college. You know what I'm saying? What is our economic standing? We talk about building an economic foundation so that we can, man, go for self, do for self. A couple of days ago, I was watching 1973, Elijah Muhammad's Savior's Day speech, where he said, every time you look at a black man, you're looking at God. You know, our history reveals to us, man, that we have still, man, got to fight the good fight. Where does the 5% fit into this, man? To being the vanguard or the leaders of our people. The leaders of our people, some of our own children, man, have turned their back on us. We talk about Bloods and Crips and whatever, well, we are not a gang. But the mentality of young people today, because we say we're not anti-white nor pro-black, these are the people, man, that we look to, man, to take our place. To take our place. But we're not a thug nation. We advocate, man, not to go to prison. We advocate a whole lot. But now it's incumbent upon us, man, that we come forward with a plan of action. A plan of action. It's all right, man, to imagine or to envision, right? But so many are caught up in the romance of this. The romance of this. Allah Shah just said it, it's an application of living mathematics. Not something that is spoken necessarily with your mouth. Because mathematics is a science, a science. It's something you have to, man, apply in your life. Now, none of us are carbon copies of one another. None of us. You know, we have gods, man, that have different skills, let me say. Keep it simple. They're no different thing. I don't know carpentry. Unique Supreme, Father Unique Supreme. Is into technology. Universal Russian, I know what I know. I'm good at what I do. What are you good at? What can you bring to the table to help us advance? And I say help us because we are in need of help. We are in need of help. The Office of Coastal Management is doing great work, but there are other guards throughout this city, throughout this country that are doing work as well. We've got to, man, bring forth a man to work as a unit of one, as one. Next month we'll be going to North Carolina for their Region 4 conference. I intend, man, to deliver an address stating, man, exactly what is the problem and how we should resolve them. We have many problems, man. Not just the police killing us on a regular basis. Not just young women that are going off the chain. Not just young men, it seems as though you can't talk, everything is violent with them. You have a conversation, you want to pull out a pistol on you. Where's all this artillery coming from? What is the motivation? It's not just about drugs. There's a sickness in our people, man, that has to be addressed. And the only way to address it, man, is that we've got to raise young people to be able, man, to have the wherewithal to deal with it. Because when I was young, I understood that it took young people to deal with young people. When I came into this knowledge, man, 5% was 16 and 17 years old. I came in at 21. I was an old man by their standing, but yet I was known in my community. I didn't just come out of the sky. I had a history in this city before I became a 5%. How many know that? How many know that? With revolutionary nationalism, pick up the gun. Republic of New Africa, the Black Panther Party, the Young Lords Party. You ask the average young Puerto Rican today, who were the Young Lords Party? They look at you in your face and who? I experienced this right in large class. Know nothing about their history. Our own people know nothing about our history, the contributions, the blood that was shed in this land. Not just among others, but among ourselves. You're standing, man, in Medina. The wars that went on here. The wars that went on in Pilon and in the desert. We lost good brothers and sisters. They put forth a pandemic that impoverished this whole land. People laying up in shelters that had jobs, that had property. All that was taken away in a heartbeat. And now I look and I see the effects that these shots did to a lot of people. People I know. And guess what? You can't sue them for nothing because you signed off on it. So now we're in a process of recovery. A process of recovery. Projects that are still in effect that we look forward you to support. We still want to build a building on our land. So we'll have a venue so we never again have to be forced outdoors. But it's not going to be by the effort of a few. It's all of us, man, to come together as a unit of one. A unit of one. That's my message today, man.
That's right. Peace, man.
That's my message today.
That's right. That's right.
Wisdom, God.
That's right.
Wisdom, God. Show us who you are.
That's right.
Step out of the dark. Because I want to tell you something. Many of us, myself included, are in the third quarter. Many of us in the third quarter. These physical bodies now are not here forever. But the legacy of our work will remain. Will remain. I hear so much backbiting and what have you. You know, it kills me, man. You want to talk against our predecessors. You weren't there. You want to deitize a man that came at the right time to the right people, I think. But some of them, we don't hear their names. I can say names here right now that mean you don't even know nothing about. Who remembers R.Z.? Righteous. And this is not to slight anyone. It just means that, man, perhaps I got to step up my writing game a little bit more. Because I am a writer.
Okay.
I produce a lot of lyrics. You know, myself, Justice Hakim, and other guys, man, we are skilled at writing. And what I know, man, that the pen, at a lot of times, is mightier than the sword. But I'm not getting out there, man, to do nothing against our nation. I can't. See, because I'm no goody two-shoes. I know what it took to come back. Because there was a time I wasn't able to be around y'all. Drugs and alcohol took me out of the picture. But I mastered it. I mastered it. And I take pride in that. A lot of us gotta make a man. There's nothing wrong with making a man. A lot of dirt has been done. But not today, man. And one day, that's all it takes to kill the devil. One day. The day you decide I'm gonna do all I can and all within my power to see, man, our vision realized. What is our vision? What is our cause? Somebody tell me what's the cause. What is the cause of the 5%? What is our cause? Go home tonight and think about how you can add on. What is your cause, your reason for being here? Because a lot are not here. Right now, my thinking, man, this farm should be swamped with a whole sea of 5%. But we've seen, man, in the past few years, man, that our numbers have dwindled at our power. And for no good reason, man, by the fact I think, man, that a lot of our intellectual